Hello students, welcome to the lecture series on percentage. So this will be the first lecture on this topic. So we'll learn some basic concepts which are involved in this topic, okay? And according to that, some type of questions that will be asked on the competitive exams, okay? We'll discuss all of them. So in this lecture, we will be covering concepts and types of problems on percentage. So what is percentage? Okay, in simple term, here you can see percentage. Okay, so cent means century, that is 100. Okay, and per 100, this is the gist of this naming scheme. Okay, so in simple terms, percentage is a way of expressing a part of a whole as a fraction of 100. Okay, denoted by the symbol this. So the symbol for which percentage is denoted is this one. Okay, a slash symbol with two zeros in its upward range and its downward range. Okay, so let's discuss what is this. Okay, like what is actually way of expressing a part of a whole as a fraction of 100. Okay, so let's discuss and get clarity on this first. Okay, let's say you have a pizza. Okay, so you have a pizza right here. Okay, and you chose to cut it in 3 or 4 slices. Let's say 4 slices. Okay, so slice number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and your friend has also another pizza. So let's see the second pizza. Okay, and it is divided into what? 3 slices. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you have first pizza, and you have this second pizza. Okay, so the first pizza is actually divided into 4 slices and the second pizza is divided into 3 slices. Okay, so what you did was you got the first slice from the first pizza. So this one is gone. Okay, so this one is gone. You took it. Okay, so this is gone. So what we can do is we can remove that part. Okay, so we removed that part and you have second, third, and fourth slice there. Okay, and you did the same with this one too. Okay, so what you did was second and third, and you had this slice to yourself. Okay, so just remember here, which is the whole for the first pizza. The whole was when it was complete. Okay, and what part in terms of fraction is this part. Okay, this is what we need to express in terms of percentage. Okay, so way of expressing a part of a whole as a fraction of 100. Okay, let's say the whole was 100. So whole is equal to first pizza, whole is 100, right? And what you took was you took 1 by 4th of 100. So what is 1 by 4th of 100? 1 by 4 into 100, right? So this is equal to nothing but 25. So since we showed this part as a fraction of the whole, if the whole is 100, then what we got was 25. So 25 will be called as 25%. Okay, so 25 per 100. Okay, if the whole was 100, then what you got was 25%. Now let's see the second pizza case. Okay, in the second pizza you also got one slice. Okay, but let's consider the whole as 100. So what you got was whole is 100, right? And then what you got was 1 by 3rd of 100. So 1 by 3 multiplied by 100. So what is it? It is 33.33 bar. Okay, so this much percentage. Okay, so what you got was 1 by 3rd of 100. If the whole was 100. So you got 33% of the pizza. Okay. So you can see that in the first case, you also took one slice. In the second case, you also took one slice. But the number of equal proportions in the first pizza was 4. And the number of equal proportions in the second pizza was 3. Okay. So when you took the slice from the first pizza, what you took was, you took only 25%. And you took 33% in the second case. Okay. So you can see the difference. Okay. Right now we can physically see this, but numerically percentage is something that will tell us how much did we got. Okay, if the whole was 100, then in the second case what I got was 33%. Okay, but in the first case what I got was 25%. Okay, so for instance 50% represents 50 out of 100, and which can be written as 50 by 100 or 0.5. So basically if you are given a percentage, let's say I have 70%. Okay, so if I have 70%, so what it represents is 0.7. Okay, since I have what, 70 out of 100, 70 out of 100. Okay, so it will be 0.7. So 70 out of 100 is what? 70 by 100. This is equal to 0.7. Okay, so let's see the next detail. So what is a fraction? Okay, so it is expressed as a number of equal parts counted, the numerator, divided by the total number of parts, the denominator. So fraction is nothing but it involves just two numbers. A number remains in the upper part or above the fraction bar. This is called fraction bar. And there comes a number. Okay, there is a gap which needs to be filled by a number. This is called numerator. This is called as the denominator. So a number needs to be filled here and a number needs to be filled here. So a question must be appearing to your head, what kind of number? Okay, and where does it come from? Okay, so let's say you have a whole. Okay, and you divide it into equal parts. Let's get the pizza example again. Okay, so you have a pizza, and what you do is you divide it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay, and just remember a note. Okay, that all the parts that is written in the denominator, okay, the number that is filled here in the denominator, it represents that the whole is divided into that much equal number of parts. So if I say 4 here, the pizza or the whole, if this is the whole, okay, whole let's say, then it is divided into denominator, number of equally proportionate parts. Okay, and what numerator represents is the amount of numerator is the amount of equal parts or parts from denominator, number of parts is owned or observed. Okay, so if you have 1 by 4, what you have is you have a whole and you divide it into 4 parts, first part, second part, third part, fourth part, and the point to be noted is all the parts are equally proportionate. Okay, and numerator represents the amount of parts that you have owned or observed. Okay, so you are observing only first part or one part. Okay, any one part. So this is what it represents. Okay, it can be any one of these 4. Okay, so it is expressed as the number of equal parts counted, the numerator. Okay, counted. Okay, the parts counted or owned or observed, same thing. Okay, so divided by the total number of parts. the denominator. Okay, so all the parts are equally proportionate. So fraction is written in the form of P by Q. Okay, a fraction is written in the form of P by Q. And another point here to be noted is, in P by Q, the denominator is never equal to 0. Okay, this part needs to be remembered. So Q is not equal to 0. Otherwise, P by Q is undefined or meaningless, as we say. Okay, so always remember Q must not be equal to 0, and you need to put this condition everywhere wherever you see a fraction. Okay, and Q is not written there. What is it explicitly? Then you need to write down here the condition that Q can't be equal to 0. Okay, so what is percentage? It is mathematically, a percentage is a ratio or a number that is expressed as a fraction of 100. Okay, as we have already discussed, you consider the whole, and what you do is you try to say the amount you are counting or measuring as a fraction of 100. You put the whole as 100, and you have owned or observing some part of it. So you want to know if the whole part is 100, how much will be the one you have owned or observed. Okay, so it is a pure or dimensionless number. So the number is actually dimensionless here. Okay, what you do is you just put a percentage symbol after a number, and it doesn't represent any dimension or unit. Okay, just like you say 2 kilometers or 2 meters or 2 centimeters, there is nothing that you say in terms of percentage. Okay, you just say 2%, 3% or 7%. Okay, you never say any unit after that. So it is dimensionless, and therefore it has no unit of measurement. Okay, no unit of measurement. So the term percentage denotes for every 100. Okay, wherever you see percentage, it means since cent is there, it is for every 100. Okay, you always assume that it is for whenever you put the whole as 100 and you are trying to figure out the amount you have owned, how much is it out of 100. Okay, so remember that x percent of y is equal to y percentage of x. So what is it? What does this mean? Okay, this is written in short here, but if you try to learn it or try to observe this, let's take an example and then observe this. So let's see, 5% of 100. Okay, and 100% of 5. So this is equal to nothing but 5% of 100. So percent 5 by 100 into 100. Okay, and this is 100% of 100. So this will be 100 by 100 into 5. So here it is equal to 5, and this is again equal to 5. So these two are same. Okay, let's take an tricky example, that is 20% of 50 and 50% of 20. Let's see this. Okay, so this will be 20 by 100 into 50, right? So this is 10. This is equal to 10. And let's see this one. So 50% of 20. So 50 by 100 into 20. So this will be nothing but 5 and 5, 10. So this will be equal to 10. 10 is the final answer. So these two are same. So here you can see from observation that actually x percentage of y is equal to y percentage of x. Let's try to prove it explicitly. So x percent of y is equal to what? X by 100 into y. And what is y percentage of x? So y by 100 into x. So what you can see here is this is nothing but xy by, or x multiplied by y into 100 by 100, and this is nothing but equal to y multiplied by x by 100. So as we know that the multiplication. So the multiplication follows the closure property. Okay. So since the multiplication follows the closure property, so x into y is equal to y into x. Okay. So xy is equal to yx, or x multiplied with y is equal to y multiplied with x. So y into x by 100 is equal to x into y by 100. So these two are same. So we have proved this explicitly and observed two examples. Okay, one basic example and one good one. So the percentage sign is read as percentage. Okay, so while the sign is preceded by a number, for example, x% is read as x%. So here this thing is read as x%. So if you have this kind of symboling there, so what you see is 2%. You say 2%. Okay, this is what you tell, and this is what you see. So this one is read as 2%. Okay, so a change in percentage is calculated with the formula change by initial value into 100. So a change in percentage is calculated with the formula change by initial value into 100. So to calculate what percent of x is y, we use the formula y by x into 100. So if you try to know what percent of x is y, so what percent of 20 is 10, then what you use is you use 10 by 20 into 100. So this is nothing but 0.5 into 100 into 100, that is equal to 50. Okay, so it will be equal to 50. So 50% is 10 of 20. Okay, if you have 10 out of 20, then you have 50%. Okay, so let's revise this formula again. How the change in percentage is calculated with the formula change by initial value into 100. So we'll also see some problems regarding the formula. Okay, the change in percentage. So let's see how to calculate the percentage. So there are 300 students in a class. Out of them, 90 are girls. Okay, so let's write down the information, that is 300 students. 300 students are there and 90 are girls. So find the percentage of girls in the class. Okay, so you have 90 girls and 300 students. So what you do is 90 by 300 into 100. So this is nothing but what? 90 by 3 is equal to 30%. Final answer. Okay, so what you do is, okay, we use the formula that what is the percentage of if x of y. Okay, so we use this formula to calculate what percentage of x is y. Okay, so we try to calculate what percentage of 300 is, so what percentage of 300 is 90. So this is 30%. So 30% will be the answer. Okay, so we are given total students in the class 300. So girls in class is equal to 90. Percentage of girls in the class is equal to girls in class by total number of students, that is 90 by 300. So that is multiplied with 100, and percentage of girls in the class is 90 by 300 into 100 is equal to 30%. Okay, so let's see how to convert percentage into fraction. Okay, so you are given a percentage, let's say 30%. Okay, for ease of calculation. So we want to do what? We want to convert this to fraction. Okay, to a fraction. So what will be it? Okay, so remove the percentage mark first. So what you do is, first you remove the percentage mark. Okay, from the value you want to convert. Okay, this value I want to convert, and I remove the percentage part. If your percentage is 20%, then just remove the percentage and write 20. So here we have 30%. So we just remove this symbol and we are left out with 30. So what you do next is you divide the number by 100. Okay, so what you do is you divide the number by 100. So 30 by 100. First we remove the percentage, then we remove the 100. So if you began with 20%, you should write 20 by 100. And here we began with 30%. That's why we write 30 by 100. So this will be 3 by 10. So this is the simplified fraction version of 30%. So let's see example 2. A survey of 40 children showed that 25% liked playing football. Okay, so you have 40 children in total, of whom the survey was conducted. Okay, so what it showed us was 25% liked playing football. So how many children like playing football? So 25%. Okay, so let's try to first convert this percentage into fraction. So you have 25 percentage. So what you do first, you remove the percentage sign. Okay, then what you do is we divide it by 100. So what we are left with is 1 by 4. Okay, because 25 into 4 is equal to 100. So this is the fraction. Fractional form of 25 percentage. Okay, so what we have is fractional form of 25 percentage. So this is 1 by 4 into what? 40. So this will be equal to 10. So 10 is the answer. So 1 by 4th of 40 is equal to 10. So 10 children like playing football. Okay. So let's see the solution. So here the total number of children are 40. Out of these, 25% like playing football. Okay. So 25% among these like playing football. So 25% of 40 is equal to 25 by 100 into 100. So this 100 into 100. Okay. Okay. I think there is a typo here. So this is 40. Okay. 40. So 1 by 4. Okay. This will be 10. 10 is the correct answer. Okay. This is wrong written here. So this will be 40 and the answer will be 10. So percentage chart. So let's see fraction into percentage. So 1 is equal to what? It is a whole. So it will be 100%. Okay. If 1 is a whole, then 100% will be 1. So 1 by 18 is equal to 5 whole and 5 by 9th percentage. So that is 5.55% is right here. Okay, you can see. 1 by 11 is equal to 9 whole 1 by 11 percentage. So it will be 9.09%. 1 by 19 is equal to 5 whole and 5 by 19%. That is 5.26%. 1 by 3 is equal to what? 33 whole and 1 by 3rd percent. That is 33.33%. Or we can also write 33.33 bar percent. So 1 by 2 is equal to what? It will be 50% and 1 by 10. That is 10%. Sorry if mistake is right here. Okay. 1 by 2 is nothing but 50%. Okay. No, there is no mistake here. There should be a comma. Okay. 1 by 2 is 50%. 1 by 10 is 10%. Okay. So let's see the next percentage chart. So 1 by 4 is equal to 25%. As you can see here. 1 by 12 is equal to 8 whole and 1 by 3%. That is 8.33 or 8.3 bar or 33 bar percent. Okay. And 1 by 20 is nothing but 5%. 1 by 5 is equal to 20%. 1 by 13 is equal to 7 whole and 9 by 13%. That is 7.69%. And 1 by 21 is equal to 4 whole and 16 by 21%. That is 4.76%. Okay. So there is another chart here. Let's go forward. So let's see how to convert 11 by 8. 11 by 8 into percentage. Okay. What you do is you have 11. I try to divide it by 8. So what is it? 1 is equal to 8. So you have 3. Okay. So what you do is you first convert it to a mixed number. That is 11 by 8 is equal to 1 whole and 3 by 8. Okay. So this much of percent. Okay. So this will be equal to, so since 1 is whole and 3 by 8%. So what you do first is for 1 is whole, right? This is fraction. So whole means 100. So 100% plus 3 by 8%. So okay, so 3 by 8 in percentage, what it will be equal to is, it will be equal to, if 8 is whole, so it will be multiplied with 100. Okay, so what it, this much percent. Okay, so by dividing it by 4, what we are left with is 25 here. So 1.5, right? Or to 12.5. So this will be equal to 100% plus. So this will be 37.5%. So that is equal to nothing but 137.5%. Okay. So 137.5%, half or 0.5%. 100% and 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. So 37 plus 1 by 2%. Okay. So this is the final answer, is equal to 137.5%. Okay. So this is the final answer. Thank you.